Hey guys, the Hilltop Dipper here, again, with a video. Just for the record, I already tried making this video, but my memory card for the camera said the memory was full, while I was recording, so I had to go through and delete a bunch of pictures and further videos that somehow did not get deleted. But I am dipping on cooked wintergreen today. But this video is not going to be about dip, not whatsoever. This is going to be a rant video. I don't think I've ever done one. Don't really care. Just things have not gone too well with the family, I'd say. Anyways, basically, I'm going to start out what I was trying to say before, with my family, and all these kind of plays into effect. But, anyways, so, I have two older sisters, both in their 30s, reason why they're that old, because my mother had a husband before, after high school, and had 2 kids, but after 15 years they divorced. So, that's how that was. How that went, at least. But my sisters, one lives in Minnesota and one lives in a city fairly close to me. Not too far, maybe 50 miles. It's not that bad. Probably even less than that. But anyways, my oldest sister, she went to school to be a vet technician. Vet tech. And she's always loved working with animals and that. But anyways, she has not been able for years to find a job anywhere. So she works part-time at McDonald's to pay for her kids' education. She has a daughter. And pay for the apartment she lives in, pay for her car, and other things like food and such, utilities, you name it. All the other bullshit that comes with being an adult. Anyways, she hasn't been able to get a good enough job to actually have some money to spend on family. Let's, for example, Christmas, and this all occurred over Christmas. And my other sister, she is a paramedic, EMT. And with her situation, with her ex-husband, before he divorced her all of a sudden, they had business. They had EMT's paramedic company, and they had ambulances and such. Had several people working for them. But after things kind of went sour with my sister and her ex-husband now, the business eventually failed. So my younger sister, has not had enough money, really pay for much. Always been short. Well, recently. She has a car payment, house payment, and for the record, her ex-husband left her the house. So, that's how that is. She's been trying to sell it so she can just move in with one of her friends and save money. But anyways, basically neither of my sisters have very much money. I don't have much money. I work part-time, try to go to school, help with our farm. I've pretty much doubled my hours, which is helping right now. But I still have insurance payment, which is damn near $900. I have truck tires to buy, which I have the kind of little quote here. That's $869.20 for the overall bill. The tires get installed on the rims and balancing and all that shit. So I don't have much money to spend, and I need to save money because I'm just only 17, and when I turn 18 in a couple months, and after I graduate, I gotta move out and get a full-time job so I can pay for things, maybe buy my own house, maybe buy a new truck or buy a second vehicle. Well, not new truck, another truck. But that means I cannot spend that much money on myself. I still got maintenance on my truck, and I still will make it better so it performs better, sounds better, better fuel economy, all that happy horse shit. Intake, exhaust, undercoat it, all that happy shit, and that's gonna be out the ass. Expensive. Even though I'll be doing it myself. Anyways, and my brother is just starting his job, what he has, and he doesn't have much money. And he can't even drive yet. So he has one of his friends, who actually happens to work for his dad, comes to get him every day. So that's it. My dad has been short of money because last year, I think it was summertime, our tractor, no, it was during the fall, this most recent fall, tractor started to build up pressure in the radiator and spew out coolant, antifreeze, whatever you want to fucking call it, out the radiator cap through the blow-by. Had to go take it to a shop, tear the motor apart, figure out what the fuck was wrong, and turns out piston number 3, the sleeve was actually below the flat part, I don't know, the top of the block. So he had to put shims underneath the sleeve to help raise it up so it's at the proper height. And while he was at it, since the valve ports were all very dirty, it's an old tractor, so he cleaned them up so the valves would sit properly and close properly and open properly. And that was expensive out the ass. Well, for that bill, that was like $6,000-$7,000, which is a lot of money. But anyways, so my dad doesn't have much money. My mom is the only one that really makes money in our family. She's a nurse. She works 3 days a week and is off 3 3 days in a row, 12-hour shifts, but makes decent money doing it. She pays for the farm payment to my grandma, pays for utilities, shit like that. And hell, she has enough money saved up that she can essentially buy a $20,000 truck with a loan and have like a $5,000 or $6,000 down payment, for fuck's sake. That's how much money she saved up. And we'd still be good. But that's not gonna fucking happen, so. Anyways. And this is all on my mother. It's not surprising the way she is, actually. She, even though it was kind of a joke at first, she talked to my sisters and my brother and I about buying a new car. It was just a joke. She just wanted to have a little fun with it, but she really did like the car. It was a 2016 Mustang GT Shelby edition. Hard, regular car, whatever. It's not a convertible. Had the giant V8 motor in it. I think it's big. It was bigger than the 5-liter. It was all fancy leather interior, blue car with white pinstriping. It was a really sweet car. $70,000 car with all the bells and whistles like she wants. So as a joke, my sisters, they actually, going to this, when they were little, my mom and her ex-husband always used to play pranks on my sisters for Christmas. So they thought, well, you know, it's Mom. Let's have a little fun with her. So they just go buy Mustang GT Shelby Hot Wheels cars for her. And we're going to do a whole big reveal. We're going to have my truck, since it's piped and has a rumble to it. We're going to have it sit in our new shed. And they're going to have the little Mustang car sitting in the middle of the garage. So when they open the door, after the truck is turned on, it seems like that she got a brand new hot rod, essentially. Sports car. But it turns out just a little Hot Wheels car. And it was just a joke. It was all fun and games. And my dad, even though it's kind of fucking ridiculous that I paid $20 for this, but he often heard my mom complaining to him. Well, all of us actually heard it. She would complain that her coffee would never stay warm enough long enough. So my dad thought he'd be nice and went out and bought a $20 coffee cup. Very heavily insulated. It's nice. I suppose they kept your coffee warm or whatever cold for up to 7 hours. So my dad thought it would be nice, so he gave it to her. And she liked it at first. And after started using it, she complained that it was too tall, too heavy. The button you had to push to open the fucking little lever so you can drink your fucking coffee was too strong. She couldn't keep her hand on it. Just bitching about anything. Then it was 2 days ago, the 25th. My grandma had a little celebration at her house with her family that was still around. My dad, my mom, her daughter, and her husband, and then her older son, who with my uncle. He brought his wife. And for some reason, my dad's sister and my dad's brother's wife don't like to talk to my mom too much. Don't know why, don't really give a shit. But, anyways, so we had this celebration, and I left. I drove my truck because I was just going to go there straight to work, but I didn't have to be to work till later, so I just went home. People complained. Well, my mom complained that no one would talk to her, that her relatives didn't say a word to her. Like, if they fucking do. It's fucking bullshit. Like, honestly, I don't fucking care if no one talks to me. Alright, I do my own fucking thing. I'm happy with what I do. I'm happy with the life I live, for the most part. Sometimes things are tough, but work through it. I just deal with it. Alright? And my mom was complaining about how she never gets anything she fucking wants. Like, for fuck's sake. No one in her family has any fucking money to actually buy the things you want that are always ridiculously expensive. And when she does want something, she's never fucking happy with it about something. Then she just fucking completely ignores it. Doesn't want anything to do with it. Gets all pissed off. My younger sister absolutely lost it on my mother because of this comment. And she got completely pissed off. So, Christmas is just fucking wonderful, ain't it? Christmas is about being with your family, being appreciative of what little you do have, if you have something. If you do have something good, appreciate for what it is. You're not going to get everything you fucking want. For example, she wants to completely restore this old-ass house. Honestly, I don't think it's fucking worth it, because it's probably going to collapse in my lifetime. Because the foundation's cracked, wood's rotted, or dry rotted. The fucking roof the ceiling leaks water in my room. For fuck's sake. Yeah, it's fixable. Also ridiculously expensive. And she also wants to buy a fucking private island all to her fucking self. Exclude everyone from her life. Have a fancy condo. Do whatever the fuck she wants. Just completely step off the face of Earth and stay out of everyone's life. But yet she'll fucking bitch when family won't talk to her. And she wonders fucking why. But she pulls this fucking shit saying she wants this and... It's just fucking horseshit. You know, I'm happy I still am alive to this day. Because 10 years ago, actually over 10 years ago, I was for the first 24 hours after my accident, I was essentially on my deathbed. I lost 2/3 of my blood. I had missing limbs. They were all chopped to fuck. And you know what? I trusted God, my family, who did care about me back then, prayed, get me better. And look at me now. 10 years later, I can walk, I can run. I am fairly strong, I think. no one thinks of a scrawny little fucking 5'4" motherfucker gonna be that strong or tough. But I'm out here every fucking summer. I work on my family farm. I work on other farms. I get up at 4 fucking o'clock to go to work. I have a decent truck. Actually, it's not decent. It's a good truck. I haven't had hardly any problems with it. A bad brake line was the most I've had with it. The biggest problem I've had with. Just minor fucking things like that. You can replace a fucking brake line. For fuck's sake. But it just... I pay for my own bills. I pay my own insurance. I pay for my truck. I pay for fuel. I pay for whatever the fuck I want. And if I want something done, I go out and fucking do it myself. I'm independent. I don't need anyone's help. And if I do, I always ask. So, I'm just fucking boiling. My blood's boiling. I'm very fucking irritated. This is part of the reason. This shit. Why I just want to be on my own. Stay away from everyone else. If people do want to talk to me, they can fucking talk to me. But if you start pulling this fucking horse shit and using me, you're out the fucking door. I don't have time for this shit. I have a life to live. People have lives to live. For fuck's sake. Anyways. Getting off that shit. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. I hope. May not always be that way, but nothing you can fucking do. Anyways, this is Hilltop Dipper. Have a splendid year. Have an awesome New Year's. Be safe. And have a good day. Hilltop Dipper. See you next time.